Is it Make Your Best Friend a Quilt Month? Nah. But it is something to celebrate this month. It's my very best friend's birthday, and I made her a quilt. There is a ton going on in today's video. Not only am I going to give you a full tutorial on how to make this awesome quilt behind me, you're going to see a cameo appearance by none other than my Josephine. I think she has her own fan following here on my channel. I'm also going to take you along with me so you can see my best friend open her birthday present quilt. I'm Tracy, this is the Sewing Channel. Enough talking already. Let's pack this up and I'll see you at the end.
This is my best friend, Jean, and we've been best friends for about 16 years now. You might remember her from one of my mask videos that I did early on. We just have so much fun when we get together. Take a look at this next picture and you'll know why I chose the houndstooth pattern for my bestie, Jean. And since I don't like the quilts I make to look like any other quilts, you know I had to choose all these different black fabrics. Having all these different prints within the quilt will add so much interest. Now I am going to take a shortcut with these strips of white on white and look at all the different prints within those strips. I did purchase these white strips at Joann Fabrics if anyone's interested. Now you can see here that this black and white yardage you will use to make 5 3/4 inch squared pieces of fabric. You can see there in the top left hand corner. Now beyond the black and white, I did want to add some color interest with these beautiful black background floral fabrics. If you want to make the same size houndstooth quilt that I made for Jean, then you may want to screenshot all these numbers. This is exactly the number of each block that you need to make the quilt that I'm about to share with you. This first block we're going to learn how to make is super easy. The first thing I'm going to do is cut some strips of black fabric at 2.5 inches wide. If you cut your black fabric salvage to salvage, then it should be about 42 inches in length. This block will be used in 2 different positions in our quilt. If you look at the top left-hand corner of the screen right now, you'll see exactly what I mean. You'll take 1 white and 1 black strip, sew them down one side 1/4 inch. Take the other black and white strip and sew that down one side at 1/4 inch, and you should end up with this, after it's been pressed, of course. Now take one of those strips and lay them on the other. Be sure that the colors are opposite each other. Pin down one side, turn it, and pin down the other side. Sew 1/4 inch down this side, and then you're going to sew 1/4 inch down that side. Yep, you are going to enclose the entire thing, and you'll end up with this tube of fabric. Yep. You will need no special rulers at all for this. You see that line that goes corner to corner on my square ruler? It's on all of my rulers. It's even on my longer rulers and even on my really skinny long ruler too. It's a 45-degree mark. Now if you can match that 45-degree line on the ruler right on top of your 1/4 inch stitch line, you're golden. Once you've lined it up on one end and you make that slice, set that piece aside. That will not be used in the quilt. Watch how easy. Slide that 45-degree line up to meet the other stitch line on the other side. Be sure that that 45-degree line is on the stitch line and not the edge of the fabric. Right there where I'm pointing that edge of the ruler, make sure that that butts up right to there and make your slice. Next, take that ruler and slide it back down to the other stitch line area. Make that slice. The best tip I can really give you for this strip set is to make sure that that line on the ruler is on the stitch line exactly. And honestly, when you do this, you'll see just how crooked your stitches are. I just can't stitch a straight line, I guess, because mine were really crooked. So that first piece and the end piece, just set it aside in your scrap bin to use up later. Now you should get 9 blocks out of all of those cuts. So knowing that you get 9 blocks out of each strip set, then you'll know how many you need to cut for how big of a quilt that you want to make. If you are loving my cute egg-shaped ironing board, I have a full tutorial on how I made it with this dollar piece of wood. After pressing really good with a hot iron, it's now time to trim up all of these blocks. I trimmed mine to 5 3/4 inches square. Now you can see in the left-hand side where the red circles are, that's our next block, and it's an easy one too. I even made a quick template just so I wouldn't have to keep measuring it. To make the template, I took one of the last blocks that we made, laid it on a piece of paper, lifted up one of those corners, and just traced it onto a piece of paper and then cut out the template. Then with your 5 3/4 inch white square piece of fabric, right side up, take your template, set it down, draw the line, lay any scrap piece of black fabric on top of that line, stitch it at 1/4 inch, flip it over, give it a good hot press, and then you'll clean things up by trimming it at 5 3/4 inches square. And that's all there is to that block. For this next block, you can see they are the left and bottom line of our blocks on our quilt. And all I did was lay out a white, a black, a white, and a white, 2.5 inch wide. And now you're going to repeat the same process that we did for that very first block. Sew down the one side on each of them, but this time you're going to put white and white together and then a white and a black one. It is worth noting, however, that you can use some white yardage instead of using 2 of the strips. So you would just, whatever the amount of those 2 strips would be, you would use that in width of fabric and put that instead of the 2 separate pieces and just add it on. But here I chose to do it like this because I love all those different white on whites in there. I just think it looks so good. Once those strips are sewn into that tube, you're going to then follow that 45-degree line on your ruler. And once your pieces are cut, trim them down to 5 3/4 inches square. Here is a diagram showing you how I connected each of the blocks together. You see, it's much easier to connect blocks in chunks and sections rather than all long rows. Here's a shot of the quilt top all done, hanging there in all of its glory. I decided to go with a very, very soft luxe Minky backing for this quilt. It is super soft. I already have a video on my channel on how to back your quilt with Minky. You can see that in the top left-hand corner, a snippet from that video. I even show you in detail how I tied that quilt. I just love the combination of a tied quilt with a Minky backing. It's so drapey. Oh yeah, look at my Josephine. She was so drawn to this quilt. Oh my word, she's so stinking cute. I have to admit, I was a bit nervous about washing this quilt, so I ended up getting those Shout color catchers just to make sure that my colors did not bleed onto the white. I was so happy when I took it out of the washer and everything looked perfect. Here are some close-up shots of the different fabrics together and the different whites. And oh yeah, happy birthday BFF 2022. You know I had to put a little something in there for her. Honestly, she is my BFF and she deserves way more than just this quilt. So let me see if I can show you exactly how drapey this quilt is. It's so soft on the inside, and check this out. It is literally going to just cascade over her and give her a big old hug. I just can't wait to give it to her. The final measurements on this quilt are 70 inches by 80 inches. So I told all of my followers back in my sewing room that you all were going to come with me over to my best friend Jean's house.
Hi.
So I could give her her birthday gift.
I'm so excited.
So this is Jean.
Hi, everyone.
And she's my best friend.
That's right. That's my bestie, my girl. I'm super excited.
Well, so I'm excited for her. She's taking me for an overnighter and everything.
Yes, I am. So. Yes, I am.
Because we're only 10 days apart. We're like twins.
Literally 10 days apart. So should I open my card
You
first?
can. I mean, you know.
Well, I get mushy. You know,
I know you do.
You know I burned my kitchen up last time. You gave me a birthday card. And this is true. I was so touched by the last card she had gave me. And I walked away from the kitchen, went to my bedroom, and I was just in awe with the sweet words she had given me. And I forgot I was frying some chicken, y'all, and burnt my kitchen up. True story.
And had to remodel the whole thing.
I did. So that was a good note, but I'm glad everything worked out. But I get sentimental. So this beautiful card, it says, I love my sister, and I love you too, sis. And it reads, I don't know what I'll do without a sister like you. You've made a difference in my life more often than you know. I'm sorry, y'all.
That was a perfect card.
Whenever I need a voice of reason or a smile of reassurance, I know I can count on you. We count on each other. I know I don't tell you often enough how much you mean to me. But especially on your birthday, I hope somehow you know that when I think of all the things that mean the most to me in life, I think of you. My sister, my friend. I am so blessed to have you. Have the best birthday ever. You're the bestie. You're bestie, Tracy. Thank you, sis. I love you.
Okay, so here it is. You all know what it is, but she doesn't know what it is.
Oh, y'all know what it is?
Yeah, they know.
That's not right, sis. How they know before I know? Okay, I don't, you know, I like it. You know, I can. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, sis.
She might have a feeling of what it is.
Oh, my goodness.
Pull that right out.
Oh my goodness.
The bow's on that side.
Oh, this is so cute, this bow. It says, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm super excited. I love her sewing, y'all. Oh, this is so pretty.
I know, right? I know.
This is going to be my favorite.
And it's so soft.
It's Houndstooth. This is beautiful.
So this is the top right here.
Oh my goodness. I love it. This is going to be my most favorite blanket. Oh my goodness, it is absolutely beautiful.
Now, just so you know, Jean, I showed them a picture of you in your houndstooth outfit.
Yes, y'all know I like houndstooth. Oh my, I got the shoes, the coat, the scarf,
oh,
everything.
They know. They know.
Oh, they know.
They know. They've seen it.
So you
well,
all my business.
But, and then there's something really special right here.
So pretty.
I know.
Oh,
isn't it so precious?
Happy birthday, best friend forever. 2022. This is beautiful. She know I love her work. I'm her #1 fan.
She watches every single video.
When you see Flame Shack, that's me. I love.
I was going to ask her. I didn't say nothing ahead of time, but I was going to ask her if she wanted to come out and tell you who she was down in the comments, because she watches every single one of my videos when it's uploaded, and she always comments. But you all think she's this other name when really her name is Jean, but she's under her company name, which is Flame Shack. And I'll throw up a screenshot right here, Flame Shack. I'll also put a link down in the description box below this video where you need to go and buy some of this barbecue sauce that her and her husband produced. They mass market it all over. You'll definitely want to try it.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you, but I love my quilt. And I'm so glad you have been a part of this, and I love it.
Until next time on the Sewing Channel, take care. Look on the screen and click one of these videos that I've handpicked for you and up your quilting game today.